Would Elden Ring greathammers be great as hammers in real life? The large club? Yeah, it's a large club, you could bonk things. That's right, I am judging bonkability again. Curved great club, you could also bonk things. If you're striking with the curved part, then that gives a bit smaller surface area to concentrate that force, and if you're striking with the other part, then you can kind of get around shields or guards a little bit, but with a bludgeoning weapon, that's not as good as with a thrusting blade. The Great Mace is definitely large, however, judging from the weight in game, it's about 11 pounds, and that's not too far off from sledgehammer, splitting maul realms of weight, so it would be usable as a weapon. The pickaxe, that thing weighs about 10 pounds, and I'm pretty sure that's predominantly in the metal top of it. The stick that that's attached to looks pretty thin for something that heavy, so I think that that would be the limiting factor in use, besides, physical strength. The brick hammer, I'm just gonna start saying no, that's a bit too heavy to use feasibly. And I mean, you could definitely pick it up and bonk things with it. However, the things that you're bonking would likely be faster than you are with that hammer if they have a traditional weapon. So that would essentially mean that it's not an effective weapon at all. The battle hammer and rotten battle hammer, they're also quite large. The weight would be distributed differently, so you could probably use it a bit better than the brick hammer. But I still don't think that they would be too useful as weapons. I really like the design of the celebrant skull because, it's a skull and it's connected with bones. It looks like a pretty primitive weapon, however, knowing that those are bones and that they're not human bones, so potentially stronger than even those, that would definitely hurt while bonking. The Great Stars is also kind of within that you could use it, but other weapons would be faster, so it wouldn't be the best weapon to use realm. But those spikes would concentrate a lot of force, so that would be pretty ouchy. The Great Horde Hammer is pretty interesting because, it's a horn. So I think that's pretty cool. Looks like it has a small striking area, so again would concentrate a lot of force, but again would be pretty slow compared to other weapons. The Envoys Longhorn looks like it has a pretty small area to grab, so most of the weight would be up here, so it would be pretty unbalanced and cumbersome to use. The cranial vessel candlestand, that is a cool idea, and I like the lore behind it, but while looking at it, I just can't stop thinking about that one guy from League of Legends who uses a lamp pole in order to nerf himself because he'd be too powerful with other weapons. But yeah, you could hit things with this. Beastclaw hammer, again, really cool idea. I like that it's kind of like the deathclaw gauntlet from Fallout. However, taken in a different improvised weapon direction. If those claws are super hard, then hitting things with them would do a lot of damage. The devourer scepter, I like that the weighted end on it is kind of like a coiled snake. That's really cool. The heaviest part isn't at the very end, so that would bring the balance a bit closer to the hands, so it might be a bit more feasible than another kind of weapon like that. But again, things that are too heavy can bonk, but not as fast as lighter things that can bonk.